Yeah, whoever's coming in. Sorry, I didn't schedule a live tonight. We'll be going in a couple of seconds. Who have we got in tonight? Hey, Crime and Grime. Hey, Rage. Hey, Long Gone. I hope everybody's doing well. We're just waiting on a few more coming in. Hello to the chat that's coming in. We've got Jet Moan at the moment. Hey, Cisco. I hope you're well. There's a few things I want to talk about and clear up as well today. Quite a few things. Waiting for Hooves as well. Let me message her where she is. I hope you've been resting long gone. Hey, Hope Forever. Let me just message Hooves. See where she is. I hope everybody's doing well. Can you all go and what do you think of that friend of mine on my community post? Do you think he's a yay or a nay? Go and check him out quickly. Oh, Laurie, okay. Go and check out my community post and see what you think of my new friend. Just starting to teach a few people a lesson. Come on, Hooves, where are ya? Always good vibes. Always good vibes. So I want to start by saying as well that, yeah, is everything okay, Laurie? First of all, let me know if there's any kind of problem. Yeah, I know you have long gone. We've both been on that same kind of track, I think, for the last couple of days. This is why I've not had so much time to come on live. There's a lot of shit going down. Put it like that. Yeah, you think woof? Or do you think woof as in nose or woof as in Good morning, no. Good. That's just a friend of mine. Hey, Baileys. Gold service. I know, Laurie, look, is there anything you need any help with? Okay, Hooves. I did just message you as well. What are you going to tell me? Oh, good. Hey, girls. Are you okay, Dinkle? Laurie. Laurie, do you have a Cash App at all? And can you let us know how much the internet bill is, please? Can we have your Cash App, please? I'll tell you about that as well in a minute. Hooves, hang on. I've just messaged you back about that. I'm sorry, everybody. Stuff's going on in the background as well. Right, but we want to give you a hand. If we can help, we can help. Laurie, that is not a problem. If you need help, yeah, anything, we can help. Right, hang on. What have I missed there now? Okay, now do we know what? Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on, Hooves? Yeah, we can talk like that, Hooves. Definitely talk later. Well, can you post your Cash App or your PayPal so we can try and get something sorted out, or at least can you put your email up? Because there'll be a couple of us that'll reach out to you. Just put your email up a second, Laurie. Honestly, if we can't help our friends, then we can't help nobody, can we? Put your email address up, Laurie. And one of us will reach out to you, definitely, most definitely. So I'm gonna open the panel first of all. I'm just gonna put the link out there. Shit, I'm so warm. So warm. It's never warm in Ireland either. It's always fucking warm on the night time. It's never warm in the daytime when you want the sun. Okay, who stayed last night? Let's say this. All right, as well, the thing is as well, because there's so much of a crazy time lapse between us and you. I think kind of when you go live is probably really early hours in the morning for like me and Hooves and stuff like that. If you was to kind of try and get a little bit earlier, maybe like, or even if you can go live after me, then we can be in there then and we can back you up, and we're not seeing anything until the next day. That's okay, per se. That's okay. So about what was that? Oh right, okay. So the title of my live basically is I'm just sick of fucking about with people. I'm absolutely sick of the drama. But I'm not here for YouTube drama. That's not what I'm here for. I came here to help survivors of domestic violence and survivors of child abuse and to take down paedophile rings and that was and support people with mental health problems, especially with what I have, DID, because it stems from child abuse. That is my path, and that has always been my path, and I want to stick onto my path. So when I'm saying I'll walk my own path, I do walk my own path because I'm not I don't know what communities these people seem to put themselves into. I just walk on a straight path. Do you know what I mean? A straight path, and I'm not going to be taking any sides with anybody. If somebody does something wrong or something that needs calling out about, it needs to be called out about. It's that simple, and But the thing is, I'm only one person, and I can only do so much at a time. It's hard, you know. I mean, it is really hard. What people don't understand, and people underestimate how hard it is to do what we do. You know, I mean, yeah, you see us out here for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours a day, you know, on a live or whatever. But when you're trying to do what we're doing, you know, okay, so my, I'm fronting this channel, but I'll work with a lot of other people, and we do a lot of work, you know, to help people, you know, to look into information that people are giving us, you know, and it's more duty. This is why I say I have to walk on my own path. It's more duty. Hello, sleep. It's more duty to be able to, you know, for victims to be able to come forward and know that I'm going to do something about it. You know, I have to be true to myself. Now, Rat did that stupid little community post the other day about me saying that Ernie was stupid or whatever it was, right? I said, I am not fucking Ernie Shell. Okay, don't treat me like I am. I am not. And the thing is, what they do is, for one, they underestimate me, for one. And for two, they're completely irrelevant to what I'm out here trying to do. You know, I mean, yeah, it's great to come up here sometimes and we all have a laugh, and, you know, but not a laugh at other people's expenses. You know, not I don't wanna sit up here laughing about, you know, I don't find it funny that Bob is blind and has never been able to see his children. I don't find that fucking funny at all. So yeah, I am, you know, I'm not gonna sit back and listen to that shit. There's no way. There is no way. But Luna, you know what? It is heartbreaking, Hooves. It's really heartbreaking. You know, and the fact that he's never been able to see Laurie, you know, that's heartbreaking. And these people are over there laughing and trolling. It doesn't stop, and it will never stop. But let me tell you something about fucking the House of Cards is about to fall. We don't need to even talk about them people anymore. Just sit back, people, and you just watch what's going to happen, what's coming for them. You know, because it's not just me. You know, this is a big, there's a lot of people that they've done a lot of shit to, you know. I mean, look at this shit. Why? Why? I'm not going to fault these people because they're a waste of my time. If they want to come up on my panel and be fucking destroyed, you know, there you go. There's the link. But unless you've got the balls to come up, don't even come into my chat. It's that simple. Karma is a bitch. Listen to me, Laurie. I'll promise you, she ain't getting away with it. And every one of you who are in my chat right now, you fucking mark my words. You mark my words. What are you looking for, son? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Was that with the post thing you said you were standing at the door and the police was there? Did you actually tell them where the call had come from and what she was doing? Because I'm sure wasting police's time and stuff like that must be an offence on its own. I know, I saw it. I'm glad you played it. I'm glad you played it, girl. I'm glad you did. You have to give them peace. You see, they make themselves look stupid. You know, they really do. They need discipline. That's how to teach children. Yeah, but like I say, what you have to do sometimes is you have to sit back and just watch. Okay, believe me, just watch. You can jump on panel for a minute if you want, Laura. It's up to you. I'm putting this out anyway, just in case anyone gathers the balls to come up. Like, I'm about ready to start fucking dragging people. I'm not happy about this situation at all. Laurie, can you reach out to me or Long Gone, please? If you haven't got enough data, please just reach out to one of us. I'm just trying to read the chat a little bit. Hey hippie, I hope you're well. I hope you're well. As well, the other day, I mean, I thought that was quite disgusting. How they put out they put out that possible sighting of Summer as well. I think that raised a lot of hope for people, and then it turned out it wasn't. There's just been so much shit going on just lately. Yeah, my email's going across. It's my email is my PayPal address, Prissy. It is. Nicolina thought she was funny today, calling me Miss Holstone. I says, I've never heard my fucking name. It's only took you 3 months to find out what my second name is. Jesus Christ. Bitch. There you go, Prissy. No, it's okay. It's okay. The PayPal and my email address are exactly the same. Exactly the same. You're more than welcome to email me. So, yeah, getting back to. I know, Laurie. If you email me or you just put your PayPal or Cash App up right now, I'll put it up on the screen. Nobody's gonna judge you in here. Nobody's going to be judging you in there, and if they do, they'll have me to answer to. So please just drop your Cash App or your PayPal, please. Right, guys, we're going to wait for Laurie to drop to drop a Cash App. I didn't know you was blind at all, darling. It's terrible. I hate to see that these people are having to go. People are having to go through this shit. Hey, Steve. Hope you're okay. I saw you in here before. I don't think, unless you've changed your name. I'll put it in chat. Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh yeah, okay. So this is my email. So if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me. You've got my email address. Yeah. The trolls will start coming in now, love. Yeah, they do. They do. Are you referring to? I don't want anybody with a name like that in here anyway. Fucking sick. just expecting troll. This is what I mean. This is just it's just getting ridiculous now that you can't do a live stream and do what you can for because you got pathetic little fucking freaks being sent over by that ugly fucking bitch and a little fucking soul kick. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, what we're here for, it is not them. It is not them. They're being took care of legally. So, you know, Karma's a bitch. I'm telling you, Karma's a bitch. She'll fuck you harder than I ever could. Can you go subzone style? I have tried. I'm not sure how to do it. Let me say. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Well, yeah, the title in there. No, I was going back to as well when I'm saying I walk my own path. I do walk my own path, and the only people I'll take any advice or help from are my mods. That is it. I'm not associated with anybody because I'll go into someone's chat or channel. Okay, if I think that that person is vulnerable at the time and I reach out, that is my business. Nobody knows fuck all about what I'm trying to do because I can't even explain to you guys at the moment. You know, it's a bigger picture, and it's stuff I can't talk about right now. You know, my hooves. Look at the name. Once you timed him out, Steve. Yeah, bottom receiver. Jesus Christ Almighty! He's got to be a fucking troll. Jacob. Oh, okay. All right. Honestly, just reach out. There's good people in this room that'll help. You know, good people that'll help. Okay. Right. Right. That's what they do. It's just a troll account. It's the best thing to do is to just ignore them. Laurie, can you please put your PayPal account up, please, or just your email address at least, please, or your Cash App, just so I can just put it up for 5 minutes. That's all. 5 minutes. People, you know, that's what we're here for. We're here to help people. We're here to drag people down. Not if they don't deserve it anyway. Yeah. I know there's been like shit like that going on. I don't know what the fuck these accounts that coming at or how they managed to do it. Do not know. Is your name Jacob popped up whenever you dropped? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That happens a lot. Where did she put it? Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find it. Can you see it, Hooves? Jesus Christ. The chat just went that quick. I didn't. Well, let's see if we can get it back up and then we can reach out like that. Just put it back up live for 2 minutes and people can just reach out to you via email. There we go. There we go, everyone. Get your pens. Would this be connected to a PayPal account, or is this just your email account, Laurie? So if anyone's reaching out to Laurie via email, just put in capital letters strength so she knows exactly where the email's coming from. But don't worry, you know, that's what I'm here for. You know, we're your friends as well. We help each other out. That's what it's about. You know, I hope that you walk on the same straight path as what I'll do, and I do believe you do, Laurie. And I really like you and Bob, and I hate the way. Hey, Amanda, I hate the way you're treated. It really fucks me off, to be honest. It really does. Just email. Okay, so if everybody just reach out to Laurie and just even if you just put Stella at the top of the email, she'll know what to answer. I'll email you after this as well, Laurie. Yeah, but those are not these kind of people. Okay, these kind of people in this room right now are not those idiots, Laurie. These kind of people in here now are your friends. You know, they're your friends. They want to help. They want to help you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, Jesus, I had a bill come through this morning, and my gas bill alone has gone up by £80 a month. Just gas bill. You know, it's hard for everybody. It really is hard for everybody. But if we can help people, you know, that's what we want to do. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. He's gonna be upset. He's gonna be upset. But you know, look, we are friends. We're all friends. And the people that are reaching out to you in this room right now do not mean you or Bob any harm. Every single one of them would have you back. You know, these are the people, as Long Gone says, these are the people in here that do matter, that do care. That's what we do, and that's what we want to do. And we want to, if we can help each other out, then that's a blessing. You know us. You're not asking strangers for nothing. We're like a family over here. We help each other out, and that's what we do. You know? That's exactly what it is, Long Gone. That's exactly what it is. You know, we all get into situations sometimes. You know, we don't have to make up bullshit stories to fucking scam people. You know, if times are hard, we all know that. We all know that times are hard. And if we can help, we can help. It's just that simple. Oh, bless you, Cisco. Bless you. Just answer these emails that are coming through. You need help with him. I'll tell you what, I'll sort Bob out for you. I bet that. I'll sort Bob out. You sort the emails out and I'll sort Bob out. Just tell him that we're thinking about him and we care about you both. I don't want to think about you being there with no data or internet because, I want you to be able to see what's going on and be out here doing what you do best. I just wish that you could stream a little bit more earlier so I can catch you live. So if any fucker comes in, I can just, it really warms me up. It really does. Yes, yeah, we'll all everybody show some love for Laurie, yeah. She's been through a lot. She's been through a lot. It's right. Until it's just getting worse and worse and worse. You know? Laurie, don't worry about anything. Seriously. People have got your back. People have got your back. You know what? I'm not even going to show that. Like, Laurie, Just tell him from me. Just tell him from me that he knows from day one we've been friends. And everybody in here cares about you guys. We've all helped each other out. I'm sure these people in this room would rather help you out than be cash apping some fucking fools. That's it. He's gonna have to start listening. He needs to listen and stop being stubborn, Bob. There's nothing wrong with it. Shit happens. Shit happens. It might be somebody else next week that's having a problem that we have to help. It happens. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, the email is yours, isn't it? We'll reach out and we get that bill paid for you. And it's as simple as that. And then Bob can calm down. Just calm down, Bob. Calm down. Things will be all right. I'm just reading some of these, some of the comments that have been posted. I'm on the phone with him. Yeah, do that long gone. Do that long gone. Maybe reach out to him like that. I need to send you my number as well. I'm not even sure if I did send it yet. I can't remember. I cannot remember. But anyway, getting back to the chat, if we can help Laurie out, we'll definitely help Laurie out. That's 100%. But again, the total about me walking on my own path, that's because people like to take credit for what you do, I suppose. If you're you want to know this because of this and you want to know this because of that, but nobody realizes how hard you do have to work behind the scenes. I can spend hours. I mean, yesterday alone, the amount of emails that came through yesterday, oh my God, I was spending hours and hours just answering and then researching, and then I'm back on here, and it's really, it's hard work. So, I mean, the research is going to have to take a little bit of a backseat. I'm still doing it, but I have to work as well. I have to make a living. I'm a single parent still because my son is old enough, but he's not really capable of living on his own. So, I have to make sure that I've got, a work, basically. I have to keep a steady balance. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm self-employed because I'm an artist. But as we all know, it is getting tough. It's getting really tough, and it's sad that people are struggling the way they're struggling. Yeah, they did. I think they doxed all their phone numbers. Right, okay. He's not talking about doing anything silly, is he? Or Ocean. I don't know if you saw my community post, Ocean. Nicolina again being a bitch towards you and me, but I don't like the way she's been talking about you either. Oops, email that and get the number. Or Bob. In fact, Bob, Why don't you come up for a second, please? Just come up for a second. We know what you're going through, Bob. Well, I'm going through it as well. Bob, just come up, please. I'm a bit worried about it as well. I know I have Ocean. I have. She's definitely a piece of shit, but she's getting what's coming to her. She'll have it by next week. So I won't worry too much about it. Hey Coco, we've got a bit of a crisis at the moment. I don't know what's going on with Bob. Hey Coco, Kathy. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to help Bob and trying to help Laurie out and Bob as well, just to get their internet sorted out. I think Bob's kind of refusing out because he doesn't want to. People are just talking about him and just giving him a really hard time. You saw what they've been doing in these last couple of days again. I mean, really going at him. I wasn't around for their live last night, unfortunately. But they've been going at him, and I'm ready to start fucking dragging people. Does somebody want to tag that bitch in right now? Because I ain't having this shit. It's out of order. It's out of order. We all support you in here, Bob. So just, think about the good people you've got behind you instead of the fucking lunatics that are running around chatting shit. Because that's all they're doing is chatting complete rubbish. The people that are in here do care about you. I'll care about you. You're my friend. You've been my friend since I've started. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. Hey, Coco.
Hello, my darling.
Hey, baby. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry, I'm coming in late. What? Give me the rundown. What's going on?
Right. Okay. So, there's been a lot of shit with Bob and Laurie over this past couple of days. I'm not sure what's been going on today. Laurie's been having a bit of trouble paying, their internet bill or whatever. So we've offered to help.
Uh-huh.
But Bob won't take the help because he said every time he takes any help, he's accused of all sorts of shit. And we're just trying to explain to him we ain't them people. We want to help you. We're your friends. If we can help you, we will help you. But he's talking. I don't know what's going on with Laurie at the moment. We've got a few people talking to him, but he's talking. She said he's talking a bit crazy, and she's a bit frightened. So I don't know what is. She's saying you don't know what he's saying. I've got a few. I know Long Gon's reached out right now. Men are stubborn in general, all right. that's every man.
Yeah.
That's every man.
I hope he could at least get some rest and get his mind off this for right now.
Oh no,
This is not
horrible.
real. This stuff is not real. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
only as real as you allow it to be in your life. And as a
exactly.
person who has been dragging all over the place,
Yeah.
then you decide in your mind it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm exactly the same way. I feel exactly the same way about it. They can do and say whatever they want. He just bounces off me, but I can understand. I mean, what they're going at Bob with, Do you know what I mean? Saying, you at least I can see my children. You've never been able to see your children and shit like that. There's no need for stuff like that, and there's only so much trolling you can take before you're gonna snap.
I
Do you
agree.
know what I mean?
I agree.
And this is what this is their job, you see. They want to see that string snap. And
Well,
then they feel complete,
I support Bob in whatever way he chooses to handle this. If he chooses to leave it alone or if he chooses to attack them back, I'm fine either way because it's his life and what he wants to do.
Exactly.
But letting them win really bothers me, and if that
Yeah.
means taking a week off of the internet to
Yeah.
be okay, then
Recharge. We
ain't on
all
that.
need to recharge sometimes. We all need to sit back and recharge sometimes because it does get too much. It does. Especially if you're not a part of the drama, if you just distance yourself from the drama in that kind of way, then and don't let them affect you. I know it's easier said than done because of the things they're saying.
It is very true.
You know
And
what
I
I
did
mean?
let it affect me too, so I understand. I do.
I mean, Nicolina yesterday was dragging Angela. Do you know what I mean? She was dragging Angela,
I don't know who Angela is, I don't
my
think.
friend that's just died.
Oh, well,
You
I mean,
know.
okay.
But you know what? She ain't getting that kind of fucking response from me, Coco, because she wants the drama. That's it. That's the thing. She wants the drama. But you know what? I've took care of it the right way. I don't need to come on here and drag her. I've done it the right way. And next week she's gonna feel the fucking wrath of it. That's all
And
I've got to say about it.
I mean, as we all understand, being called a bitch, a cunt, evil
You
is
know,
calling her that is like
it's a
calling me
compliment.
intelligent, smart, and funny.
Yeah, it's a
Like
compliment.
she loves it.
Yeah, she's a The thing is, right, is she's what is the fucking word? I'm even looking for. She's like I keep saying, she's like a little stickleback fish in a big fucking lake. Do you know what I mean? Full of carp. That's
Yeah.
what she is. And she's gonna be eating a fucking alive. And I don't think it's gonna be on it. It's not gonna get the chance because legally, what she's got coming legally,
Hey, Jackie.
she's gonna fucking know about.
Well, anybody in their right mind, I'm sorry, I'm reading. Anybody in their right mind knows people who have any amount of power don't abuse it. You don't see Oprah Winfrey going on her show and say, "You sick son of a bitch, fuck you," blah blah blah. You don't see Dan Rather going on the news. People who know their
Can I
power
just
and
say
know their
something?
strength
Can I
and
just
know how to
say one
handle
thing?
it.
Can I just say one thing, Kaz? Are you talking about the same bitch that went into Kimmy's chat calling her a fucking cokehead before you come in here? Start talking shit.
I don't know.
They've cloned the fucking accounts. Okay, they've cloned my account, they've cloned Coco's account, they've cloned endless amount of fucking. So don't come in here with your shit, okay?
And I
Don't
don't know how
fucking come in
anybody
here with
can
it.
say that's I stand behind that. Knowing I haven't ever done shit to anyone. But
Exactly.
cloning me and talking things about me and you and people that co-sign that,
Yeah.
what
They're just
the
as
hell
bad.
is wrong with you? I
They're
mean,
just as bad. They're just as bad. But you know what? She thinks she's funny as well. She thinks nobody don't know who she is. You've got a fucking shot coming to you as well, bitch.
look, Cass and I used to be friendly towards each other until everything went down with Tamari, and I mean, I guess she believed the insane crap, and that's fine. We used to be cool. We don't speak anymore, but I can't I can't co-sign on evil, and that is anyone. And if you want to know whose side I'm on, Coco Sajay's side.
Thank you very much. I'm
On
exactly
that
the
side,
same way.
I can
I'm
support whoever
yeah.
the fuck I
No,
want.
exactly. That is exactly what's in my title. I walk my own fucking path. That's it. I don't. All these sides and you got to be on this side or you got to be on that side. That's bullshit to me.
mean,
You know what I mean? I ain't no fucking
Red Rover,
child.
Red Rover in the fourth
I'm a
grade.
grown
I don't have
woman.
time for shit like that. Come on.
I am a grown fucking woman. A grown 43-year-old woman. I ain't playing no fucking playground games. That's simple. I walk my own path by myself with more mods and more friends, the people that I'll fucking trust. Anybody else. That's it. That's it. I ain't sitting on no sides of any fence. Never. It's that fucking simple.
And as
I'm
much
not.
as I think they may enjoy it, when you bring in negativity to the world, to the ether, to the universe, to whatever,
It comes
it
back
bounces
threefold.
back to you immediately. So
Yeah.
I know they can't be happy. I know they
Yeah.
can't.
Of course
That's
they're not
my
happy.
opinion. That's just the laws
Of
of
course
physics.
they're not happy, Coco. Listen to me, right? People that go out their way, right, to destroy people that are vulnerable are not happy in their own life. Okay? We only have to hear what's going on in the background of that bitch's house to know she can't be happy in her real life. You know?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
anybody that supports that kind of drama, right, of
And-
taunting disabled people
Yes.
and cloning people's accounts like Coco's and going in, some of the screenshots I've got from what they've been, you know, on your clone accounts, and I've had to go in and say that is not fucking Coco. Do you know what I mean?
I don't worry necessarily about my clone accounts because I don't care. I mean, the people that are going to believe that's me are not the people that I care that believe it's me or not. So it doesn't matter to me. They can make 1,000 and they can make 1,000 videos a day about me. I don't see it. I don't watch it. So it doesn't affect me. And that's me being selfish. Now I know how it does affect other people. I've known 2 assholes before in my life. This ain't my first rodeo with a piece of shit person. You know,
or my. Do you know what? They don't even come close. Not even close to the people I've dealt with in my life.
Right.
They're fucking idiots. That's all they are. They're just clout chasers. They love the drama. You know,
I could teach my
let
dog.
them have the drama amongst the fucking selves. Do you know what I mean? We don't.
Roscoe, hush. I could teach my dog Frankie how to be a troll on the internet. That takes 0 time, effort, talent, intelligence.
Exactly. Nothing.
So, I mean, that's just scraping the bottom barrel of society
Yeah.
is all that is. And
all it is.
and yeah, you're gonna have people laugh with you, but more importantly, laugh at you, and don't get your subscriber counts confused with those are the people that like you, because that's not the truth.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
90%
right.
of the people there hate watching you, but you're good 10 people that are always there. Yeah, they need you. And I want to be the dumbest person in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm always the smartest person in those fucking rooms. So I
Yeah.
know, therefore, I don't need to be there.
Exactly. The pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Oh, it is.
And, you know, I mean, the only thing I wish is that they have a, you know.
No, I'm not upset that you know her. I'm not upset that you know her at all. Listen, I don't get. Let me just put that question to rest right now. I don't care who you want to support or who you want to watch or who you're friends with. What I have a problem with is people coming into my fucking chat, right, that support a woman that allows a man to verbally abuse her child while she's on fucking live stream. She's on live stream. She's talking about BDSM. A child's in the room. She's pissed out of her face and she's got a nerve to call Coco an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's what I don't fucking want in my chat. I don't care.
I don't care. I mean,
I don't care.
The things that affect me are the things that I am. You could, I mean, look, I don't think my nickname on YouTube is Drunkalina. You know,
No.
I mean,
or Sniffalina.
Check yourself, bitch.
No.
But at the same time, I
mean, what they got on me is pathetic. They call me a pill popper because I take medication. I mean, that's just pathetic. If that's all you've got, that's just fucking pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
But, I mean, but it
Yeah,
makes no
most of the
difference.
fucking world takes medication for one thing or another, you know.
Right. And like I said in your chat the other day, I don't trust a woman over 40 who's not on antidepressants and anxiety.
Or has never been on them. Fuck's sake.
Right. But taking medication for your health is something they might want to look into. to be
Yeah,
honest.
but medication is trolling. Right, she makes herself feel better by downgrading. In her mind, she thinks she's downgrading other people. Do you know what I mean? Because trolls all
Yeah.
support her, and what they're trying to do is say even worse things than she says to feel more accepted, and they just look like a bunch of fucking idiots, all of them. It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
it's like a Lord of the Flies situation, and it's that. And let's be honest, they're both Rap and Nicolina's followers. I'm not saying all. There's a couple of really good people in there that I have no idea why they remain in there, but I do have some respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the most part, if you told these people, I mean, they're this close to joining some kind of tent fucking revival somewhere. I mean, they'll just join anything. It's
It's unbelievable.
whatever. I mean,
Unbelievable. Coco, the shit I've been watching just lately, honest to God, look, I have had to have a serious word with myself today, like a really fucking serious word with myself because oh my God, you start looking at one person or two people and then it turns into fucking 5 or 6 people, and then all of a sudden you've got a list of people that you've got to, and they're just small fry. They're just stupid drama queens, and yeah, Rap's a drama queen as well. That's what they want to do with their lives, and that's what road they want to be on. I'm over here to help people that are victims of fucking child abuse, domestic violence, mental health issues. That's what more path is. More path isn't to be fighting with a silly little bitch.
Absolutely.
And that can't keep, you know what I mean? That can't keep a house.
Well,
I mean, like 3 times in 1 year, comes on here fucking condescending. I can't be doing with that.
Well, it's the negativity in this world, Roscoe. If you don't please be quiet, that distracts you from doing good. So they're the evil entity coming in to stop the good. Now, people can read that in different ways.
Yeah,
they're doing the devil's work, or they're just being shithead, whatever. But I think it's your passion and responsibility to remain on your course, because
of course.
But
this is why I've got to have a word with myself about this right now. I've done what I've got to do to these people, right? So I have to let that go now and do what I'm here for. Walk on my own path, because there's nothing else I can do now. I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They don't bother me. They don't bother me in any which way or what they want to do or what they want to do. Okay, it doesn't bother me at all. It's took Nicolina 3 months to work out what my fucking second name is, even though it scrolls across the bottom of my screen every single live. Do you know what I mean? She thinks by calling me Miss Alston, she's released some sort of fucking bombshell.
Oh, do it, girl. Do
you know what I mean? What a fool. I can't be dealing with fucking idiots like that. I just can't. I can't. Yeah. I really can't. Not when there's people out there that want to talk about their experiences, that have got serious problems, that are in situations that they need to get out of. Do you know what I mean? That's what more course is. So from after today, there will be no fucking titles of or in any of my descriptions. If any of them come into my chat, they will be fucking gone straight away, because that is not what I'm here for. That is not what I came here to do.
Yeah, and that's not your mission.
No, it's not.
Life.
And it's whatever Ernie Shell's does or whatever Ernie Shell's doing, that's his path. These people keep saying, I work with Ernie Shell. No, I do not fucking what what I'll do and what he does is two completely different things. Do you know what I mean? Completely two different things. Yes, I've put up for him when I felt he was vulnerable at the time, and I felt like there was suicide trolling him. It was fucking disgraceful to watch.
But they're so numb to their own actions. And I know that because I was I was in that group for a very, very long, well, a long time for me, which was probably 2 months, but in the span of me being on YouTube, which might be 4 months, so it was a lot of my YouTube time, I'll just say.
Yeah, it is.
That it it the mentality is it's funny and these people deserve it because they're horrible human beings.
Exactly.
Now,
It's
one
karma.
or two may be true, but you're not the judge, jury, and executioner either, Nicolina. You're
Exactly.
throwing stones in a glass house, okay?
Yeah.
And no one's asking. Well, yeah, they are asking for her opinion because that's why she's got, the
Her
following that
subs are asking for her opinion, but nobody else wants to fucking know it. Her subs are just, I mean, she's out here calling, like, she's out there calling Ernie Shells people sheep. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look at the people that she's got in with her. That every one of them are fucking sheep. Every single one of them. She says to them, "Oh, get over there now and start trolling," and they do it.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
I haven't,
Idiots.
yeah, I haven't
Idiots.
watched one of her videos in a very long time.
I
But I
can't.
watched Ernie's today, and I saw 3 of them come up on Ernie's panel, and try their best to hand Ernie his ass. And I tell everybody, look, think what you want, but Ernie is a slick salesman. He ain't gonna let you come up there and cuss him out. He's just not. He's gonna turn the narrative on you no matter what. And
Yeah, Ernie's very good at that.
he is. And so, but I don't know, and I'm just saying I honestly do not know how many people who oppose Nicolina and Rap go up on their panel and choose to cuss them out, because I haven't seen that, but it doesn't mean
No.
it happened. I just haven't seen it.
No, because they don't allow them. They don't allow it, Coco. You see how I allow that shit? They don't want nobody up on their panel that's roasting them. You joking? Mr. T was over in a chat the other day. She wouldn't let him up. He would have ripped her to fucking shreds.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Mr. P?
Yeah, she's a fucking, you know what, Rod? She had Poon up the other day begging him, please don't porn bomb me, Poon. Please don't porn bomb me.
I don't like the way that she handled that situation with Poon. She may have had her reasons that she had made a deal with Betty that we're not going to talk about this anymore. So, or whatever. But the only thing I would have done differently is say, Poon, I'd love to have a discussion with you, but it would be hard to do that with Betty. And I know he continued to talk about his situation. And
Yeah.
I then would say, I am very sorry that it happened to you. And
Yeah.
I think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
If you want to set up a live for tomorrow at 2:00, I'll have you on as a guest and let's talk about it. If
Yeah.
that was something she wouldn't want to do, but it seems like, she has some kind of allegiance to Betty. And I don't know. I mean, people say, well, they showed me child porn. Blah, blah. I've come to the point on the internet, if I don't see bullshit myself, I don't believe it, because I see how many lies are out there about me.
Yeah. But again, no, she was there again. She's talking about that kind of shit, and the fucking child's around. You don't be doing that shit when you got a 12-year-old kid in the house. Do you know what I mean? You should just say, we're not dealing with this today. It's not my business. I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? You see, when it comes to things like that, CP and all that crap, it ain't been spoke about in my house where my kid, where my kids are fucking adults as well. Do you know what I mean? They're not kids. This is what I don't understand.
I am damn near 50, and if my mother was still alive, I would want to hear her talk about it. I mean, like, shut up, lady. We ain't let's talk about
Exactly.
That's
Do you know
gross.
what I mean? It's
Wow.
gross. She talks
But
about, well, okay. Okay, guys. This is Bob's Cash App. Thank you, Bob. I'm glad you've managed to talk him round. No, for like, no, people, I'm not disrespecting you at all. It's not about that. It's just that Kaz has done a lot of things to a lot of people in this chat as well. So, it's not an attack on you personally, but maybe you shouldn't have said that you was friends with her. I don't know. Please, everyone. Do you know what? Just get out my fucking chat. Troll's coming in again.
Or if you don't want to give to Bob, please go give to Clown Island because that money is going to some wonderful things. So
Yeah,
I highly
what
suggest you
amazing.
do that instead. Go give
Amazing.
money to Clown Island.
Mm-hmm. Why not? Why not? All the fucking
I mean,
holes in the chat.
don't help someone, but
No,
please
no.
support some buffoonery
Yeah,
that helps absolutely no one.
that's it. That's it. And do you know what? They've done a lot. That they have done a lot. You know, they've exposed a lot of shit out here as well. You know, they deserve a helping hand every now and then. Everybody does. You know, we never know what situation we're going to be in from one month to the next. Most of us, you know, we have to fucking, you know, it's like I was saying now. I mean, I have to do. I'm fortunate that I work self-employed, you know, and I can work from home. But you know, I still have to. It's hard. I have to hit a quota every month to be able to fucking survive. You know,
Right.
we have to do this.
Yeah. But I mean, let me just make my stance clear about how I feel about YouTube and people saying you're making money, and this goes for rap too. This goes for rap especially because he takes that money for entertainment purposes only.
Sorry, Grub, we're just taking the piss.
He's not lying to people about what he's getting money for.
No, but
I mean, that is not
donations in somebody else's name. He's using their picture and their identity to put on a fucking island that he does not have permission. You know, I mean, it's like,
I mean, put me
I
on.
don't see nobody faulting Dolly about when Dolly put people on Turtle Island, you know, because there was no, you know, it wasn't malicious. People was happy enough about it, but
I just find it in heart or brain or soul to give a shit about rap. But my point is, anyone saying someone is making money off of YouTube, I'll give you the work example. One of your favorite people, Benny Keys. Or let's take somebody else. Let's take Molly. Anybody we know. How about that?
Yeah.
And they're like, you're just doing this for money. Well, bitch, guess what?
Yeah.
Do you go work at the 7-Eleven for free? If I'm on here entertaining people and I'm not monetized, nor do I take money. Exactly. But I will one day. And when I do, people can pay if they want to, and they don't have to. You know, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
You want to support a channel, support a channel. If you don't. It's fucking that simple. You know, if you like what you say or you like the message and you want to support a channel, then support a channel. But don't be, you know, I mean, I don't believe that they was taking in as much as what he was with this Clown Island. It's a load of bollocks to try and roll people up. You know, I really do.
Oh, that's quite possible for sure.
You know, I really do.
The way I see most YouTube pages, are the same as if I'm walking down Bourbon Street or walking downtown Houston and I hear somebody play a guitar. I'll throw $1 in their thing because thank you for entertaining me.
So do I. I bought a PA system.
Thank someone for entertaining me.
And I bought a PA system here. It's sitting in the living room now, which I bought for this busker that I see quite often. He's such a talented guy. And I went into the little
I saw that video of the guy. Yeah.
I went into the little thrift store, like pawn shop thing, and I managed to pick up a mini PA system for him. But he's not been back for a couple of days. I've actually got it now in the living room, but I've had it in the car and I keep going back to sit. But he's been putting it down the rain, so he's not been out. But I've, you know, hey Kimmy, I've been, you know, I went out and I bought that because he's just such a talent. Do you know what I mean? And I thought even if he can just get into a few pubs or something, you know, whatever.
Which I'm sure he can, you know, and hopefully he does. So I'm reading, he's talking to people.
Yeah, I think people are on the phone with him there now. I'm trying to catch up with the chat as well. Okay, I've actually put the Cash App up on the screen as well.
And just so I'm clear, maybe other people are clear, what the Cash App is for.
Yes.
What are we raising money for Bob?
It's just for them to buy more data. for their internet bill. That's what it's for. And that's Bob's or Laurie's Cash App. I'm not 100% sure. It's one or the others anyway.
So
But
it's they need money to pay their internet.
yeah, just for their internet. I mean, they must use a crazy amount of data, to be honest, which I understand. Oh my god, I've not got my internet slows down once I'm on the internet. Everything slows down, and then I have the files and hard drives and bringing shit off my other computer on it is just an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I do understand. But luckily, I have unlimited broadband, so I don't have that problem. But I don't know how it works over there.
Lori, are you in a position to come up here and just kind of maybe explain if that's okay? Or if that's okay with Stella?
Yeah, it was.
Would you feel like just I want you to give a chance to,
Yeah, she's
be
more than
real,
welcome.
I
I
believe
mean, she did come out at the beginning. She did say, "Hey, Kimmy, I hope you're okay, darling." She did say at the beginning what was going on.
okay.
She's not actually got enough data, I don't think, for her to actually get up. She's just kind of in and out talking.
I know they are very. I know Bob is so computer savvy, so I'm
Mhm.
going to ask very dumb questions. I have an internet bill every month, but I don't think it matters the data. But he probably has something different than I have. I know.
Yeah, I have to pay. Mine's a bit ridiculous, but
Mine's
it's
real.
for limited. It is for limited data. They can't restrict it. They're not supposed to restrict it anyway. But I notice when I'm on and I'm downloading a lot, everybody else seems to slow right down. So it's not always the best, but it does me. It does me.
That Kimmy, that bombshell. I tell you what, we got to start looking right, Stella, putting on makeup to keep up with Kimmy. She's so hot.
Oh no, Jesus, Kimmy.
I don't put me up next to her. I don't want to look
Yeah,
like a ugly
Kimmy's
dog.
looking very well just lately. Very, very well.
I don't
Beautiful
want to look
woman.
like the hunchback of Notre Dame.
And she makes me hungry every time she's baking. Oh my gosh, if you saw the cake she makes, she's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Hang
I've
on,
seen her jewelry and it's beautiful.
yeah, carry on, Coco. That was just for in case I really wanted to come up.
Trying to see what Lori's saying. Okay, AP. Lori, you able to come up, sweetheart, or no?
The links in the chat anyway, just in case. Just in case. But yeah, so you're right, Coco. But you know what I was gonna say as well is that obviously I want to go down my straight path, and I'm gonna start doing different things on different days. I think I've got another woman as well that was she was a victim of domestic violence. She's actually a woman I know through Betty Keys, believe it or not. She was on panel last night. She goes back to the Calibre days, back then when I first started investigating with Benny. But she's got a really interesting backstory as well. And I'm just gonna do an open panel at least once a week. Sorry.
No, I keep interrupting you. There's a lady on TikTok that I used to follow that got out of a domestic violence situation, and I hope I can find her, or if not, I'll find something similar.
Yeah.
That she had the best tips and tricks about how to squander money away where it's undetectable.
Yeah.
No matter what your situation is. If you're not allowed to go to the grocery store and you can only do it this way, or you get paid, and everything that I thought, oh my God, this would be invaluable.
Yeah.
So
I've got all that kind of knowledge as well, because unfortunately I was there. So this is what I mean. Domestic violence awareness, and helping victims, silent victims that feel like they can't get out because they can't speak. They're being monitored on the internet. they're being followed when they go out the house.
Well, I mean, like
these are the kind of women that need the advice of women like us, women that have been in
support
this
more than
situation.
anything, saying you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing because
Mhm.
I worked in domestic violence fundraising for a long time, and that's where Rap got a lot of his clips of me asking for money.
Yeah,
I'm a scammer, but it was actually me fundraising, and
yeah,
he's saying, prove that you gave the people the money. I cannot go to Sheila Jones in Arkansas and say, "Hey, I know you've been undercover and in hiding
yeah.
for
But I need to take your photo and I need to
Rap.
dox you to
You
prove to
mind
Rap.
asking yourself and explaining to Rap that I gave you money?" I would never do that to
Honestly.
people. I'd rather
Yeah.
people think I'm a scammer. So
I had a woman reach out to me the first week of me starting the channel, and she reached out to me via email, and she says to me she was in a really bad situation, and she had 2 children, and it was she could email me, but that was it. I can't. She had access to a tablet or something. That was it. It was a child's tablet. So when he was at the house, there was no phone, there was no nothing, but there was internet, and this child's tablet was connected to the internet. But he didn't know about any email addresses or anything that she had. So I had to go into the area where she was from. I found out whatever. I mean, see, in England it's different. We have a lot for people that suffer with domestic violence. We have a lot of shelters and domestic violence centres, and people that will go and pick the women up from the
we
house.
have that too here, but it's just so overloaded is the problem.
It is. But
very
I mean, within the first week of me starting, and within the second week, I was helping other people with different things. But it's just recently, it's all about drama, and it's taking it off course. People that have, I'm not just talking about domestic violence. I mean, that'll be one subject maybe on one day, and then child abuse survivors, things like SRA, which happens often, satanical ritual abuse,
SRI.
a lot of children with that went through have got the same thing that I've got went through that. I actually know people that have gone through that. I've actually know people that will probably come up and speak about it, and this is the kind of thing that we need to do, for awareness as well, and to let people know there's a community that they can come to. I don't want people to come to this community and see stupid trolling and arguing with fucking idiots.
Bullshit like that. The one thing I thought about, Stella, and I know you already know this, is that for anyone looking to get into kind of the charity of helping people through DV, it is a heartbreaking situation.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I mean, you're going to go through it because, if you have 1 ounce of empath in you, you're going to feel their pain, and you're going to get upset because you're working twice as hard as they are, and you're like, I need you to help me help you. And that's
I work with Women's Aid. I work with, and I can hear her, Jet. I worked with Women's Aid in England for a long time, and I worked as an appropriate adult as well. So I used to go into court with, maybe people who've got learning disabilities, or adults that have come forward from, not so much adults, but maybe teenagers that have come forward that have to talk to the police about SA or rape or whatever. I've done that, and I did it. I was they actually reached out to me after what I'd been through, and says, look, would you be interested in helping? And I worked with Women's Aid charity for about 5 years, and then I did the appropriate adult thing, but I found that was too distressing. It was too triggering for me. I did it for a while. But
and
to
I
be
think
able
it's very important to know what you're capable of doing, because it's one of those situations where you have to put your oxygen mask on first, And the second part I would say about the heartbreaking of working with DV is that they're gonna go back.
Yeah,
Going to go back after
yeah,
all the hard work and planning and
yeah,
bus tickets and shit you did, and you just feel so
yeah.
betrayed.
You're
But you
talking at least
understand it's
60
like
or
quitting smoking.
70%
It's like
go
quitting
back.
smoking.
You
Sometimes
know,
it takes a seventh time to quit smoking, and most women leave 10
yeah,
times before they actually leave.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
mean, you've got to. This is. You're talking probably 70% of people go back
yeah,
because, but you'd be surprised of the reasons they go back. They go back because they feel too much empathy. That the abuser's saying he's going to kill himself if they don't come back,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's the guilt, and I'll tell you what else, it becomes an habit. And a habit is really hard to break, like smoking. You
yeah,
become such an habit. The relationship's so toxic, you don't even see what's going on. It's only when you really, really do step back and the feelings start to change, you realize, well, what have I just been through? What have I just got out of? And then what people don't understand is that is the pinnacle point where people need the support. When they are really, really ready. I mean, everybody's ready when they leave, but as I say, 70%, at least 70%, I would say, go back. And probably out of that 70%, 40% of them go back through guilt, you know.
yeah.
Um, and
Guilt
I'm getting to know
and it,
myself, and
it, yeah, and I would say you're right. So many go back because of guilt.
yeah.
A lot of
I
people
mean,
go
a lot of women don't go back because they want to be beaten again.
right. No,
That
no,
is just ridiculous. People have that thingy. They'll say, well, you know what, they deserve it. They went back. But what you have to understand is that people can be so empathetic. These relationships have been going on with a lot of people for a long time. So you've got the habit that's there, that's got to break. And you cannot just switch off your feelings for somebody if you've been with them for so long.
yeah,
If that person reaches out threatening to kill themselves, or all this kind of stuff, then that guilt is enough to make you,
yeah,
if you've got any ounce of care, passion for that person still,
yeah,
you'll go back, and for a couple of months everything will be fine, and then the abuse will start again. And it is a vicious circle, and it will stay a vicious circle until you break the circle, and say, well, you know what, go and fucking kill yourself then. you
yeah,
know you have to be at that point, where you just don't care no more.
yeah.
You care about
I
yourself and
agree.
your children more than you care about anything else. That's the
And then,
position you have to be in.
yeah, and another major factor in it that I've found is some of these women have never lived on their own. So
No,
once we get them out, here
yeah,
they are with two kids, a dog and a cat. Now
yeah,
what do I do?
hmm
And that's scary at any age.
of course
Uh,
it is. It's
that's what,
starting over, starting over. That's this is what I mean. If you've been in a relationship that's been abusive for 20 years, and your excuse has been, I've stayed for my children, and your children grow up, you don't have that excuse anymore, but then you're still stuck with the habit. So, you know, I helped a lot of the women that I helped would have been older women, that
yeah,
have that children have grown up, and they're like, I stayed because of the kids. So you took a beating for 25 years for your children. You've let your children watch you be beaten for 25 years.
and there
Uh,
goes the cycle. There
there's a
goes the
cycle
cycle.
again. The son's going to think it's okay to beat his wife, and the daughters are going to think it's okay to be beaten by the husband. The support that you have to give these people, people don't understand just how much kids become affected. It's only since more kids have grown up. Now, I always used to say the same thing. My kids never saw anything. No, they didn't never see anything, but they heard. When I used to think my children was asleep
Yeah,
and didn't hear or see anything, when they became adults, they broke my heart and says, well, Mum, or there's been times that, you know, they've not saw or heard anything, but they've come downstairs and my lips been smashed or my eyes completely swollen shut. What's happened, Mum? Oh, I fell over. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, right.
People don't understand. unless you've been there. If you stand outside the circle and you've never been through it, and you think, oh, that's just fucking stupid. She's stupid. She keeps going back, or she's not leaving. She's stupid. She's not fucking stupid. It's not about being stupid. It's not.
No.
Sometimes it's about protecting yourself as well. And I'll tell you another reason, Coco, another massive reason why women do not leave their abusers. In England and America, I expect it to be exactly the same thing. That they're worried about the CPS being involved. They're worried about social services being involved. And because, especially if they go back, if they're in two minds whether they're going to go back or not, they don't. They're scared to leave because of the fear that they've had put into them. That become kind of,
they've made them a shell of the human
on the abuse,
and they've told them they're worthless. They've alienated them from their family. They've done everything, to make this person not have any tools to be able to survive on their own. And the only other thing I was going to say real quick was that I had to kind of narrow down my field of what I could do, and I decided the field of helping would be, I'm in the transportation business, because doing from A to Z for a domestic violence situation is a lot. So if so my what I took on my job to be, the rules that I had were, bags are packed, you're ready to go. You call me.
Yeah.
And, it could be New York, California, wherever. Call me.
Yeah.
I will have someone come pick you up. I will have a hotel room for you. The next state away, so you'll be safe.
Yeah.
But you had to have a point B, like, where are you staying? Because I can't continue to do weeks and weeks and weeks of hotel rooms, because that took people. So you had that, and it helped also for people that were very serious. I need to get to my mom's house in Idaho. Okay, I can do that. And so we would pay for gas, meals, and hotel rooms along the way. We would just get you from point A to point B.
Yeah. Which is very important. It's very important. I mean, sometimes you're in a situation where they need to get out right there and then, so you need to get a taxi to that door, because if a police car comes down the road and one of the neighbours phone the man and says the police are outside your house, it's all gone. There has to be a plan. You can't just go in there and just take a woman and kids outside, out the house, and it's going to be that easy. It doesn't work like that.
You've got to find a place, and I don't care if it's under your bed, in a shed, buried in the backyard, but you need a duffel bag with medical records, birth certificates, and medications.
Yeah.
Other than that, we can get clothes. Everybody's got clothes to give. So if you need to leave with just those 3 things that you could fit probably in a file folder somewhere tucked, then you're ready to go.
That's it. Just leave. You that's the thing. You have to be. You leaving a whole life behind. And that's really scary. Like I say, if you've been in that situation for a long period of time, and I know that from experience. I was in 2 long-term domestic violence relationships, 2 long-term ones. Now, the first one I was in, he just killed himself a couple of weeks ago. But that man, what he put me through was hell. He actually killed me. I was dead, and he smashed my legs with an hammer. He smashed my head with an hammer. He tortured me, left me for dead. Do you know what I mean? It was serious shit. And, and by luck, it was a Sunday morning. I don't know what happened. I can't tell you. Hey girl, I can't tell you about how I got out or what happened. It was as though
Timmy,
God was around me. I can't. I was on the floor, literally dead, Coco. My brain was swelling. I couldn't stand up because my legs had been smashed with an hammer. But I managed to crawl out of my front door. Now listen to this. I had a church over the road from my house. The second I crawled out the door, they was piling into the church. They found me there and then. If it wasn't for them, I would have been dead. Do you know what I mean? I
God.
would have been dead. I was 19 years old
My lips.
at that time.
Yeah.
19 years old.
I can't imagine. I just can't
No.
imagine. You know, I had a very close family member that I had to get out of the situation. I just, through the luck of God, it has not happened to me. But I'm a rare case because I think 99% of the women have been through some kind of abusive relationship. And
Of course. But again, though, I mean, I was 19 when that happened. I mean, I got into another domestic violent relationship after that. But what people have to understand, again, is I wouldn't have been in that domestic violent relationship if it wasn't for the way I was brought up as a child. You know, I
that's
came
why,
from an abusive household. Again, this is what I mean by the vicious circle. I came from an
that's why the
abusive
vicious circle
household,
has to be
of
stopped.
course.
You
But
know,
I had a very cold mother that just wouldn't. We just never connected. You
yeah.
know, she ran off and left me at a really young age. She just one day never bothered picking me up from school. You know, and I was passed from pillar to post until she come back a couple of years
Voices.
later.
I'm sorry, voices. Her email is scrolling across the bottom.
Okay, darling.
You
Oh,
want it written in chat? It's can
but
somebody write it? I can't write from StreamYard.
but yeah, you know, it stems from that. I
This
mean,
was
the sexual abuse that I went through as a child was really, you know, it was awful. But I don't remember a lot of that. That was when I started disassociating. You know, this is what I was explaining again the other day about my mental illness. You become, you know, I was around 3 or 4 years old the first time I was sexually abused. So to be a child and to be able to deal with that, your personality has to split. It has to. A child cannot physically, mentally, or anything else deal with that at that point in time. So your
no.
personality splits. And this is what, you know, it took me years to understand what was going on in my head, you know, and it took years for me to understand that what was going on in my head wasn't a bad thing. It was my own mind protecting me, you know.
Of course, and you know that happens with children. You have to do that. It's not a choice. Your brain says, "I'm fucking out," and it
Yeah.
goes somewhere else. And
Truth teller, my mum just didn't pick me up one day, and that was it. That was it. I didn't see her for a long time. And she came back with a new stepdad who was very abusive until I went into care, you know. And to be honest, going into care saved my life, you know, in a weird way. Right, I went in the children's home that I was in was knocked down to the ground. It was that bad, right? But up until the point of me being 13, I had a serious chip on my shoulder, right? I felt so sorry for myself because of what I'd been through, and I was so angry, but I couldn't let it out. When I got into that home, Rose, and this is when my empathy broke out completely. I mean, I've always been even as a kid, I was really empathetic, even though I was being abused and bad shit was happening. I used to save animals, and I was just that kind of person. Always wanted to help people. And then, when I hit that care home, and I started some of these girls that was in this place was mute. Okay, so they just didn't speak. They did not talk. Their abuse was that horrific. There was one girl in there that I was with. I'm not going to mention her name. She actually hung herself in the end, but she was actually abused from birth. She was born to be a paedophile, basically. She had no birth certificate. There was no. It was only by chance they found her. You know, she had to be operated on. It was horrendous. And, you know, I went in there and I broke down, and it was the first time I'd probably cried in my whole life, you know. And I thought to myself, I've sat here all this time feeling sorry for myself, and look at what these have been through. Do you know what I mean? And that really made me strong. Now, there was abuse going on in the group home as well. It only ever nearly happened to me one time, and I bit the bastard's face. you know, in the middle of the night, and he had to run out and he had to explain why he was bit in the face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody ever come in my fucking room after that, ever. Do you know what I mean? And they stopped going in the other girls' rooms as well. Believe me. I was kind of, I was the orphan Annie of the kids' home. I really was. Do you know what I mean? I really was.
Well,
But,
I think the
but
world should be thankful that, because you either go in the same direction or the opposite direction. And I'm so thankful that your soul knew what the right direction was.
yeah, yeah, my soul has always been the same way from when I was a little kid. When my personality first split when I was a little girl, um, the first person I ever remember being around was, and it all goes back to Orphan Annie. It's crazy. And Molly was my kind of, at the time I thought she was my imaginary friend, but obviously she was one of my personalities, obviously. But she would be the person that I would protect, you know. But then, because me and Molly was vulnerable, another personality had to come in, and this person had to be the one that protected us too, you know.
Yeah.
And that was the mother that I never had, you know. And she was always called Mary. Most of the subs know about her. She's called Mary, and she was the mother. She was Mary Poppins. You know, she's like the perfect mother
Yeah.
that every child wants.
And I think that's the only way a child's brain can
But
get
the
through
thing
that
is,
kind of.
my illness, Coco, they've never left me. You know, that's what happened. They've never
What?
left, you know. And I have a really destructive one as well, you know, and that's the one that I have to be. This is the reason I have to be medicated, because if it wasn't for that, I would not be medicated, because I'm quite happy in my own head, you
Yeah.
know. But I mean, by the time I was 12 years old, I took about 15 overdoses. By the time I was 12 years old, you know, self-harm was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But once I got pregnant, everything stopped, and I didn't remember any of it. I didn't remember it, you know, and for years, you know, I had no memory of it. And every now and then, you know, I would black out. I'd get into a temper and I would black out. And obviously, this persona was coming out in me, you know. And I don't drink, and the reason I don't drink is because, you know, I can switch quite easily.
Yeah.
I've got no control over my own brain. You know, this is why I don't do drugs, and this is why I don't drink, because I
Right.
like to be in control of myself.
Yeah.
You know, the medication I take just balances my brain enough for me to be able to cope with everyday life. You know, if I don't take them, then I'm a danger to myself, not to anybody else. You know, but you know, with my story, you know, it can help a lot of people. It really can, because I used to think all the time that I was the only one. You know,
Right. Right. And I
and
think most people want to know that they're not alone. And to be
yeah,
honest, as a person who has not been through that, I feel alone in a positive way, because
yeah,
I know so many people,
hmm
and become older as adult, people end up telling their stories when
but
they
this
when
is
they
this
get
is
a
what
little
I mean.
older.
I'm proud of what I am, Coco Ross. I'm proud of how far I've come,
As
because
well as you should be.
all the people that I grew up with didn't end up like me. They ended up dead or drug addicts,
Yeah.
or, you know, I didn't, because all my intentions was to make sure my children never went through 1 second of what I ever went through. So when I became pregnant at 16, my whole life changed. Everything. Do you know what I mean?
That was a
Everything.
divine intervention.
You know, and it was difficult. You know, it was difficult. It was really, really hard. You know, and I'm not going to pretend it wasn't. I mean, shit. But you have to. You have to just, what are you going to do? You're either going to let it get to you can become a bad person. You can become like them. You can let hate eat you up, you know, or you can be a positive person and be a voice for people that can't speak, and be the person that they can come to and talk
And
to
you're
if
an
they feel
absolute
like they've got no one.
for that job.
You
You
know,
really are.
I've been there. I know. I know
Not
what
living
it's like
on
to be an abused child. I know what it's like to have a mental health problem. I know what it's like to go through domestic violence on a really evil scale. I'm talking evil scale. I know, and I'm still here. I survived. My children are still here. All of my children, have done really well for themselves. I would have died before anybody ever spoke to any of my children the way that bitch lets us, that fucking wanker speak to her child. I would die before that would happen. That's what triggers me so much.
I
It
just
really
and
does.
I agree with you about that. And I've had stepfathers before, growing up. And I have to say, my mother made it very, very fucking clear. I discipline the children.
Yeah,
You are here on borrowed time, to whoever she was married with. But she had been married 3 times. And, my family were kind of hippies and, from the 70s. And I was never spanked or never anything like that. And that's probably why I'm bonkers today. Um, yeah, I mean, joke or no joke, had I been sitting there in my living room at 12 years old and a stepdad would have said in an anger voice,
yeah,
I'll jerk you up by your like if
yeah,
my dad, as he's playing me, he might say, I'm gonna jerk you up
yeah,
by your hair, but you know the difference. It's very
yeah,
obvious.
yeah. You know the difference between what's playing about and what's real.
There was
Thank
not
you,
one
Victoria.
iota of that vocal
Thank you,
tone.
everybody in the chat. Do you know? I know sometimes it can be a bit depressing hearing stuff like this, but the reason I'm saying this, and I hope people go back and look at it. Other people go back and look at it as well, because it's really difficult to get to the situation, to get to the point where I'm at now. I'm at a point in my life now where I physically and mentally cannot be hurt by anybody. I just can't. So, this is what when I'm saying to Laurie, you have to let things bounce off you. I know it's easier said than done. I am a really strong person. I am. Life made me a strong person. But, I wish that sometimes I could give a little bit more strength to somebody else, and make them a bit more fearless, because, I could have died quite easily that night when I was 19 years old, that day when I was 19 years old, but I didn't. And that wasn't the first time, sorry, that wasn't the last time I've been in that situation, and I'm still here, and I'm here for a reason. I completely believe
Oh,
that I'm here
1,000% you
for a
are.
reason,
I think
you know?
you're living that reason right now. Is what
Oh
I
gosh, yeah. If
can
I
I
can, if I'm only reaching out to one woman or young woman that was in my situation, or one survivor of child abuse that found it, that just needs support to be able to talk about it, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to be here arguing with idiots when I can be out here helping people. It's not just about
absolutely
getting
it's
somebody cash
distracting.
up either and helping that way. I mean, the support as well we have in our chat, and the people we have on our panel, we have the people here that can, rally around and support people properly. You don't need to be dragging people down in life. And I always say you should never look down on anyone unless you're helping them back up. Ever.
Oh, that's great. I like
You
that.
know?
Can I be
Ever.
nosy for a second?
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat real quick.
Okay.
I'm reading lips. Quite a few of us have been blocked and won't be back till you stop with Nicolina. And I think that was directed at Kimmy. Lips, I have no idea who blocked you. I'm still new at this. Um
I don't think nobody blocked you on their lips.
Lips, that's your choice to not come in then. I will say about that.
I'm not even watching if there's any arguments going on.
No,
In
no,
fact,
no, they're not arguing. I think they're just talking.
just
I don't think it's good.
it was just getting that part across to people, and that, like I say, that's the main thing, and that's the main message that I want to get out, that I wanted to get out tonight, and that is that the reason behind the title of this live. I need people to know that I'm not biased. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna share anybody down. I'm gonna listen to what you've got to say,
I
and I'm
just feel
gonna.
like if I had any problem in the world, I could come to you. I mean, whether it's, Stella, I have to put my dog down. I think you are just such a compassionate person, and
Yeah,
and
I,
that is so rare to come by. My
I
friend
am.
Leah is the
I
same
am.
way.
But like as I say,
Like,
love made me
I,
like,
I
you know,
decided I'm gonna start a crystal meth habit today, Leah, and now tomorrow I'm addicted. She'll be like, "It's okay, we'll get through it. What do you
yeah,
want? Let's, so
yeah.
I don't do
Yeah, I mean, there's yeah, of course you can infamous as well. She's an this is the lady I was telling you about earlier that I want to do a collab with at some point. She's also she's a survivor as well of domestic violence. We actually met through BK a while back. But
There's a rhyme for a reason.
yeah, but yeah, we crossed paths for a reason. I'll
I
put
mean,
the link in for you.
my opinion is, Kimmy can have whoever she wants to. I mean,
Exactly.
y'all aren't asking my opinion, but Kimmy can have whoever she wants to in her chat.
I
And
agree with me.
I will
You always welcome it. It doesn't matter who you've got in your chat. You're always welcome it.
but I think that's wonderful. I am not one of those channels, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
I am not.
I'm famous.
Hi, I'm
Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm great. How are you
This is
doing?
Coco.
Both of you. We're all gorgeous. We've made it through all the, we made it through for a reason. To tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why
Okay.
I wrote in the chat. I don't know if you've seen it, but I said, you and me as well. People tell me as well, and it's hard to take that, like to give yourself that the good talk, because when you go through so much negative stuff, it's hard to
Yeah.
retrain your brain. But I just wanted to tell you that you are gonna, you are gonna be a lot of people's hero, telling your story. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Telling your story, you're gonna give people a voice, and instead of being an echo, you'll be a voice. And I think everybody should start writing their story down. Everybody should tell their story, because that's history for your family, for the next generations to come. If you write it down, then it's there so people can consume it even after we're gone.
As I say, I mean, we all have our own story, and not everyone's story is going to be as bad as mine. But just because it's not as bad as mine, it doesn't mean to say that you're any less significant.
Yeah.
What I went through was very, 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 very harsh, and I mean, domestic violence as well. I mean, it can be, you can get a lot with it. Hey Kimmy. With domestic violence, it's a really tricky situation. It's not a nice situation for anybody to have to go through, and it could be verbal, it could be mental, and
I think
it can be the worst sometimes. Hi, Kimmy.
I also think that I relate it, and this is my own theory because I'm a visual learner, so I visualize things to kind of understand things or comprehend certain, like if somebody's trying to explain things. But the way I see it, and an abuser or somebody who is controlling domestic violence, any kind of domestic, like you said, verbal, physical, mental, it doesn't matter, but they have the same characteristics because it's about control, and it's the same characteristics somewhat of like a pedophile, or they groom you. They don't come up to you and shake your hand and say, hey, I'm so and so, I'm going to beat you in 5 months and take you away from everything you know. If that were the case, none of us would be with somebody like that. So it's like they groom you, they make you feel safe, they build you up, and then you're like, where have you been all my life? And then they slowly start
timing you out.
Hey Kimmy.
Mhm.
Are you
See-
okay, darling?
I just want to say one thing.
Okay, sweetheart.
I come in your chat, and I know there are a few people in this chat right now that don't like me or never did like me or timed me out. One is on the panel right now in Ray Jean's chat, right from the start of all this. And I'm trying to keep my
listen to me, darling. Listen to
but
what
that
I'm saying.
all I want to say is
You are
when I'm
welcome
in,
here.
when,
You are
when I'm
welcome here.
when I'm
Anytime.
when I'm having my channel and somebody blocks somebody, I have told people do not block somebody because you don't like them.
That's
But
right.
I've found out, but by modding a few people, I found out who my abusers were,
Right.
and one of them is here, and I'm not going to say her name because she knows who she
Kimmy,
is.
it's okay. You can say, Kimmy, listen, and you know that you know the stories, and I am not. I don't knock you, and I don't disrespect. I don't hate you.
Yeah,
I've never hated you. I've never hated you. I've tried to be civil, and that's a story of another day, another time. But there's story behind it, and we've all tried to talk with you and tried to kind of and I just want to leave it at that because I'm not going to air out any kind of thing like that. But there's been no ill feelings or ill intentions towards you whatsoever. I think you get fixated and you think that everybody's out to get you, and nobody's out to get you. And I don't know. I'm not a professional, but I don't know what goes on, and I don't disregard anything of how you feel. But please don't don't badmouth me because that's not the case. We've had discussions, and I don't just pick people out, and that's not the case. There was other
Can I just,
issues behind
can I
that,
just
but that I
say
just want to leave it at that.
Kimmy, can I
but
just say something to you, darling?
at least admit what that how many times I would write into certain chats, and I would sit there and write before anybody knew my computer that I could not use or knew how to use the voice. And then I would write in there with my fingers that are broken that hurt, and then rewrite, and then only to see that I was blocked. Then I left Ray Jean's channel because why bother when I would go and make dinner and come back and somebody tells me to go sit down and behave in a corner. Like, really? And now people are telling me that
I've never told you
now,
that. I don't know if that's what
no,
if
but
somebody
like
else told you that, but I've
this
never
is
told you
why,
that, Kim.
Kimmy,
right? But
listen,
this is why I left that channel. So
Kimmy,
this
I
is
haven't
why
been
I
able to
come in
speak to
here
you yet, sweetheart.
where
Listen to me, please. Just 1 second. Me and all my mods in here and all the chat, we love you over here. We always have done, and we have, me personally, Kimmy, I have no problem with you. I'm happy to speak to you. You are very welcome over here anytime. I just want you to know that, okay? Can you hear me, Kimmy?
yeah.
I just want you to know that, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that everybody seemed to have a problem with me after I went into the hospital and then I came out. And now that I came out and my channel is now doing better and I have a community page, now I'm getting in trouble because now I've modded people who protected me when I was in the hospital and worried about me where I was for a month.
Kimmy, we all worry, sweetheart. We all worry. And listen to me, right? You are entitled to have who you want as your friend. Nobody judges you over here for that. Okay? I know you're friends with Nicolina. You know what? We don't get on, but that's fine. You are welcome here
Right.
anytime. Okay?
So why somebody put in your chat, well, if you keep being friends with Nicolina, you're gonna lose
Well,
subscribers.
who says that to you, Kimmy? Who said that to you, sweetheart?
Lips.
Right, okay, lips, please leave Kimmy alone.
Like, really? Like, why even put that in the channel? Like,
Kimmy, listen to me.
over here to talk, and then all of a sudden it's this. Coco and I had a problem. Now we're doing well. At least I thought too.
Of course, you're doing well. Listen to what I've got. Listen to what I'm saying, right? I'll get you, and I understand. Okay, I do. I'm not well myself at times, Kimmy, and I have times where I have to go into the hospital, so I understand. And I don't want you to think that you can't come here because you're friends with other people. That doesn't, that's not, neither here or there. I want you to come here and I want you to feel safe. And listen to me, if anybody's giving you any bother, you let me know about it, okay? And I will make sure it doesn't happen to you again. I promise you. Okay.
And Kimmy, I just wanted to say, can we start off on a fresh foot? Is that okay with you? Because I just want to, I really would really like to just start off on a fresh foot with you. You know, I just want to start off on a fresh foot with you. I've never had any ill feelings, and I don't want to keep continuing on, but I would like to start off a fresh foot with you because, just like she said, you know, everybody's welcome here, and I'm not that one. My heart is always got good intentions, and I would like to start off on a fresh foot and on a good note with you, if that would be okay with you.
But you have to understand, it's just like abuse. I come in here thinking I'm okay, and then all of a sudden it's like I see somebody's name that
She's
was
gone
me,
now, darling. She's gone
and
now. She's
it's
gone now
like
anyway. She's not here no more. She's
Thank
not
my
here
heart
no more.
my heart starts beating really, really fast.
I know, darling. Listen to me. Calm down, okay? She's not in the chat anymore. Nobody's going to bully you over here while I'm on panel. Nobody's going to bully you over here, okay? I've got your back, I promise you. Nobody's going to bully you anywhere that I am. I will make sure of it, okay?
But it's like,
I want you to listen. I want you to feel safe when you're over here. If you have a problem, you let me know. You let the mods know. Okay.
that's why I came up on
and
the panel.
yeah, that's exactly what you've done. But I wanted to ask you something as well, Kimmy, if it's okay. Is that okay to ask you something?
Sure.
Okay, so I caught a little bit of you talking earlier on in the chat, and you were saying stuff about your past as well.
Yeah.
And
When I was little, and somebody who was around my parents' house, that was a family friend, who was a family friend who was evil. And then when I finally had to say, when I was old enough to speak my voice, when I was married, to say, you know, that man who was so, he wasn't a nice guy. And I got to tell him when he was buried, at his casket, as I was looking at him in his casket after he died at work, in the men's washroom, they found him dead. It was like just desserts. He got his just desserts for being humiliated for what he did.
Do you know what, Kimmy? You are still here. You're not a victim anymore. You're a survivor, sweetheart.
Right.
You are a survivor.
That's like, people don't understand when a child splits. We go to sports, or we go to certain boxing. We take on certain aggressive sports where we can beat up others that hurt us.
Yeah, of course.
And then I finally realized, after what went on with me like a few months ago, by saying bada boom, bada bing, if it wasn't for the Esposito brothers saying, come and be in our hockey school, I don't know what would have happened in my life.
I know.
Because they said, come on in and play. Just be a boy.
Yeah.
But it was like,
I don't want you to
now that I'm on the medication I'm on, people don't understand how easily I come in here, feel safe, and I see certain names that I know were ones who attacked me or put me in the corner, and put me in the corner.
Do you want me to tell you a secret, Kimmy? I'm on a lot of medication too.
Yeah, it's no fun.
No, it's no fun. It's no fun at all. I do understand. When I'm telling you, sweetheart, that I understand, I really do understand. You know, and I want you to feel safe while you're in this room. I want you to feel safe. Okay. And it doesn't matter. I will always be over to you when you're live. It doesn't matter who's in the room. Whatever drama is left there, I'll talk to you. I'm there for you, not nobody else. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying, like,
if you want me to bow out off the panel, I will, so you guys can talk.
No.
Okay.
Okay. No, you're all right.
I just don't want. I don't want you to feel like it's like hurting my heart, because I don't want you to feel, Kimmy, that I had any bad intentions towards you, because I did it, and it hurts my heart to hear you hurt, and I just want you to know that.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you upset, Kimmy. It does upset people when they, you know, we care about you. I worry about you sick. I really do, you know. And if I don't see you on here for a little while, I'm asking everybody if they have saw you, you know. I mean, Infamous Truth Teller is on here now. She's been a victim, like we've been a victim as well, you know. But we are all warriors now, Kimmy. We're all survivors, and you must be proud of yourself. It doesn't matter that you have to take medication to keep yourself straight. I have to do it, Kimmy, and we do it to keep ourselves straight. And it's okay to be upset sometimes. That's okay, but you should be proud of yourself. You've come so far in your life, and you are still here. So be proud of that. And don't let, listen to me, don't let these people bother you.
Don't
You
dwell
are a
on it. Yeah,
strong
don't give them your
woman.
energy. Yeah.
If you was not a strong woman, Kimmy, you wouldn't be here still. You are a strong woman. They don't know what they're messing with, sweetheart.
But the thing is, Nicolina has supported me in what my bullies have done to me. So I'm not going to.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to be mean to Nicolina, okay? You don't
I'm
have to.
not going to be mean to her because she.
I've been in your chat. I've been in your chat when Nicolina's been in the room. I will not argue with that. What I feel about Nicolina and what I feel about you is two different things. You know, you are welcome here, Kimmy. It doesn't matter what anybody else says to you. You are welcome here at any time. Okay, this is what I'll do, and you know, I'll try and you can do the same as well. We help people. We don't want to hurt people, do we? We don't want to
Well,
hurt.
this is what I'm trying to tell you people is I'm still trying to learn my technology. I have a computer that will not put me upside right. I'm usually upside down. So that's usually fucking with everything. So
You probably have to go on your settings, Kimmy, and on your actual settings on your computer. And if you look at go on your settings and go on display, it'll say your display, like your and the display it flips around. It does. I do it on my computer too, and it'll go sideways and upside down. And if you look on click on the settings and then click on display and see if it'll switch around for you whenever you get a chance.
Well, Kimmy, you was on here the other day and you was looking gorgeous. The camera was the right way around. You was looking beautiful.
it was
Showing us all up.
it's the computer makes up its own mind. One day I'm upside right and the next day I'm upside down. So
Well, you know what? You look beautiful. When you came up here the other night and you did your debut, you look beautiful. You really did.
Like all I'm saying is I just want to have my channel where I can play some music and give out recipes. Somebody gave me a recipe and it was a muffin recipe that I did today. And like within a half hour I had banana muffins out of my husband freaked out because like he said like muffins from scratch, like really? Like that's how fast they were done. He was painting a trim, and before you know it, muffins.
That's why I love coming over to your channel, Kim, mate. I really do. I love the jewelry you make. I love the recipes you give out. I just love you. I think you're an amazing person. And I will always think you're an amazing person. And you will always be welcome here. It doesn't matter what you're friends with, Kimmy. It doesn't matter.
All I'm asking for is bear with me. Whenever we can afford, I can try to probably get a new computer because my other one was hacked and destroyed.
Right.
And I can't get in my Facebook because somebody hacked that, and I can't even make a renew a new one because somebody's got it under Bolittle instead of Doolittle. It's like it's all messed up, and I'm trying to get things done, and it's just gonna take time. That's all I can say.
But don't
just baby steps.
Yeah, don't rush it. You'll get there. You'll get there in the end. Look how far you've come. I keep saying to you, look how far you've come. You know, don't ever be disappointed in yourself or anything like that, Kimmy, because you've come a long way. You know, and you're still here now. You're still beautiful. You're still shining. You're still doing what you've got to do. You know, and I respect you for that. everybody in this room loves you, and everybody supports you. And if you see anything in this chat that you feel is inappropriate or bullying, you bring it to my attention straight away, and I will
Well,
make sure it does not happen.
that's why I said to Lips is I've already told people who are my mods that please do not block anybody who you have a problem with,
That's right. That's right.
because
That's fair, and that's the way it
I'm
should
gonna
be.
jump down, okay, Stella? So,
Okay,
okay,
that's
bye,
okay.
Kimmy.
Thank you for coming up, darling, and I will get back to you about
Okay.
the collab. Okay.
Okay,
that'll be
all right, bye, Kimmy, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, okay?
I don't want
You
to
too.
go.
See you later, sweetie. It's just me and you now, Kimmy.
well, I wasn't going to stay long. I just wanted to address that.
That's okay, darling. That's okay. You can go down if you want to, but I just want to say, you don't have to worry about anything when you're over here. Okay. I've got your back 100%. If anybody in my chat says anything to you that you feel uncomfortable with, or I'll put the link out for you at any time, Kimmy, and you're welcome up here at any time. Okay. And I want you to know, if you need to speak to somebody, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, okay, I'm going to send you my email address. Okay. And if you just want to talk sometimes, we can talk. Because I do understand. We are very similar, Kimmy.
Well, I'm very lucky, whereas I've never had somebody who beat me. I just had people that would just, I don't know what it is.
As I said, Kimmy, though, people have different stories. It doesn't have to be as extreme as what happened to me. Sometimes I think mental abuse can be far worse than the physical abuse. Mental scars don't go away, bruises do. So
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
So,
Okay, sweetheart. But that's all. I'll put you down now, but I just wanted you to know that you're welcome here at any time, okay?
okay, thank
And I
you.
love you a lot, okay? And I'll be over and see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, my darling. God bless. Okay. So that's Kimmy. She is awesome. She is awesome. And to anybody who was in the chat, trying to troll, you don't need to. Kimmy has been welcome over here for a long time, a long time. Nothing gets taken over to her channel. I'll go into her channel, we speak. Good. Me and Kimmy speak, and that's it. I'll support her. We're very similar, and she's got the support if she needs it, and it's as simple as that. And nobody's gonna stop that. I don't care who it is. Right, guys, it's been a long night. It's been a long night. I've put through. I'm just getting emails through now. I've said what I wanted to say earlier on. About the path I'm taking and the path I'm sticking to, and I think it's really important. It's really important that we stick to that path. And this drama that's going on, I just, it's not going to take over what I'm going to do anymore. None of it. We're here for people. A dark to light. We're here for people that have genuine problems. As I said, child abuse survivors, domestic violence survivors, people with mental health problems. I won't tolerate anybody coming in my chat trolling anybody that's got a mental health problem, or that's been that's a survivor of domestic violence, a survivor of child abuse. I'm not having it in my chat. Full stop. If anybody doesn't like that, then unsub, please. Because it'll save me having to block you. I'm here, and I'm here to help people. And Kimmy is a friend, and she's welcome up here anytime she wants. She doesn't need backup in this room. She's got her backup in this room, and I love you, Kimmy, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, Kimmy has got her own story as well. I'm going to read some of this chat now, guys, because I've been chatting away and I've really got lost. Yeah, Kimmy and the blueberry scans. I'm just, you can block that one there. I'm just sick of seeing that one's face. You know, it is as simple as this. You know, I've got a purpose here, and I'm doing good by people. I've got the experience, and I've got the knowledge to be able to help people. You know, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know, it's not about dragging people and, you know, coming off course. I've let myself come off course, and I've let myself down by feeding into their bullshit. You know, by feeding, that's okay, Kimmy. By feeding into other people's bullshit, I'm not being able to serve my purpose, you know? And that's the thing. I need to be able to do that. I need to be able to help the people that need the help, you know? And that's my purpose. That's my goal purpose. And that is it from now on. Everything else is just going to be bouncing clean off me, you know? Right, guys, I'm going to cut it now because we've been on like for almost 2 hours. I should have put loads of trigger warnings in. I think some of the mods did. I hope people wasn't too triggered. It's just getting the stories out there, just so people have got, you know, they feel like they've got a voice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what? I've been watching out the corner of my eye that a lot of you have been showing a lot of support. You be safe as well, Kimmy. And I love you very much. And I mean that, okay? And you are always welcome here. Always. Yeah, we just have to stay our course, you know. And it's like Kimmy says, you know, and I said to Kimmy, we're here for a reason, okay? We don't just survive the shit we survive for nothing, you know. We don't just go through the shit we go through in life for nothing. There's always, always, always an end game. There's always something that you know, you find your purpose in love. That's what it is. You find your purpose in love. And when you find that purpose, nothing else matters, you know? Nothing else matters. And that's what it's about. You know, that's what it's about. But I love every single one of you. You are all fantastic. And thank you for everybody that helped out with Laurie and Bob. And thank you all for listening. Like, you know, I hope that, you know, my story gets through to at least a couple of people, even if it only gets through to one person, and that one person reaches out to me. And if that one person does reach out to me, you know, my email address scrolls across the bottom of the screen, and whatever you talk to me about is confidential. I'll never, ever, ever disclose any conversations I have with anybody. I would never do that. So, you know, I just want you to know that the support's there, and I'll help as much as I can help, you know. And again, I love you all. Hooves, I'm going to give you a call in a little while. But thank you. Okay. I'm relieved about that, Laurie, as well. I'm relieved about that. I'm glad everything's okay. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you all again for your support. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. It does. You know, I'm humbled by the support, to be honest. And we just need to grow and get this message out there, because there is thousands upon thousands of people that have been through what I've been through. You know, I'm not on my own, and I just want people to know there's a place for them, and that's it. Oh, that's okay, Laurie. That's okay, sweetie. Well, look, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gamer Guy. Hey, Cisco, thank you very much. Love to you all anyway. And thanks for stopping by. It's been a great night. Thank you. Good night and God bless.